We already talked about Killer Mike, but you didn't listen to Killer Mike. I'm gonna give him a 2-second synopsis on it. I've only listened to it one time. I went to the gym earlier, so that's how I like playing stuff in the gym and a little bit in the car to kind of get like the vibe test. That's where I can play it the loudest too on a weekly basis. This Killer Mike album is really good. It's like kind of like Corey talked about. It got some joints on here. Tyler the Creator. Ty Dolla $ign's on here twice. He got an Andre 3000 verse. I tell you, but you heard it. You hear that? Yeah.
No.
Okay. Let's see if this works.
I saw it.
Actually,
online.
let's see. I'm gonna play. Try to see if I can. Which I don't think that's the best Andre verse, but the song is interesting because it doesn't have drums during Andre's part, and then the drums come in like toward right before Killer Mike's verse or whatever, or right at Killer Mike's verse. And this album has like a lot of people on here putting their best foot forward. Even that Andre 3000 verse, it was a decent verse though. I wouldn't say it's the best just because Players Anthem, International Players Anthem exists. Mm-hmm. So on the basis of that, this verse will probably be numbered in the top 20 or whatever. But it's a really good verse. Okay. That Currency feature, I played that. Some of the best Currency I've heard in a while. He got Fable on here. Fabo.
Oh, that's
which
lit.
Is interesting.
That's lit.
Yeah.
Tatted remix?
Definitely not. But all I like to say is it's good. I implore you and everybody go listen to it just because, you know, you can tell when somebody sound like they cared. They put their best foot forward. And that's what I was saying. Like, and that's me. Like right now I'm working on something, and part of my frustration is that I don't have the time to sit down and put my best foot forward because I'm not here to just put stuff together. So Killer Mike is a guy who he's been in the circles with all of the best rappers, and every feature he's on. Look, man, I remember hearing Never Scared remix because I don't think that was the first time I listened to him. I think the first time I heard him was on Kryptonite.
Yeah.
He was flowing on there. Then I heard Never Scared remix or whatever, and like this was when I was younger. But and I'm like, yo, this guy is insane. Like, but I never heard a body of work from him.
Same.
And so I was like, I didn't know how to like gauge him. I just knew he was with the Dungeon Family, and I'm like, you know, being from the South, I'm like a Dungeon Family fan. But I'm like, okay, just one of them, like, cool. And so to hear him be able to come forward at the age that he's at and being like, you know what, I'm not gonna let y'all sleep on me. Like that's part of his thing. It's like I'm not even gonna allow you to have a discussion of, man, like I ain't here Killer Mike, you know. So I appreciate the artistic effort going forward. Let's talk about Meek Mill. Have you heard of Meek Mill recently?
Last thing I heard from Meek Mill was the stuff that was happening with DJ Drama.
Which did I get to talk about it last part? I didn't.
Nah, we didn't talk about it.
Oh my gosh. How do you feel about that as I'm looking this up?
It was both home foul. Drama foul for assuming, Meek foul for putting it out there. It's just like it was trash.
Yeah, I just feel like
both of them too old.
Yeah, and they like
that ain't what Philly want.
I don't know how ever I feel about sorry, I'm just sharing this with you as I'm talking about this. I don't know how I feel about people exposing people via Twitter.
Right.
Through text.
Not like that. Not
I just don't. What does that do for me? What does that got to do with me? You know
my thing is, if somebody was like lying, if somebody was capping and you wanted to prove like they was capping, okay, that's one thing. Meek just jumped out the window. Nobody even knew this argument was taking place.
Right.
And he just shared
right.
it.
And like it could have stayed between y'all. Like, because like my thing, I don't know. My thing is I've never looked at these celebrities as like people that I aspire to be like, that I want to adopt their morals, or that I want to do any of that. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, so where's the hold on? Is there a green thing going on that? I think it is on the camera. Okay, cool. I just can't see from here. All right, so let me read this So Meek Mill says this on Twitter on this next topic. Who think I fell off or don't really think I got it with rapping anymore? He says, I'm for real. I need answers. I tell the truth. I'm not taking it personal. I need to hear how people think before I do what I do. A social experiment. Answer if you're a supporter of mine. So I'm just gonna say I'm a supporter so I can comment on this. I like Meek, but I don't know what the last Meek project I played, respectfully.
What's the one with like Uptown and all that on it?
What is that?
And then it had the Drake joint.
Going Bad?
Yeah.
What's that album? Is that? Oh, yeah. That was I did listen to that one.
Yeah, he had one with Cardi on there too.
Yeah, that's Championships. That's in 2018.
Yep. That's the last one. I don't know if he had an album since
then.
then.
What's Free? That's what's on there. Okay.
Yeah, What's Free? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pay You Back, all that. Okay. Let me say this. I think old rappers, like that are our age and older, they have entitlement when it comes to attention. And I really think he was trying to do market research. I don't think he be on his Twitter all the time, so I don't think that he was like trying to say, y'all better not say nothing about me. So that's the only reason I'm saying this. But I think all rappers they don't understand. They have entitlement and they don't understand that the way the currency of attention has changed. How people give it, where people give it to, that's shifted completely. And I think for him, the attention that was being paid to him is now being paid to all those guys, the QC folks, the 300 folks, the street rappers, that like the Lil Babies, if Lil Baby exists, why would I listen to Meek?
Okay. And
that's not fair or not fair, but if Lil Baby puts out hits every other month, a feature every other month that go crazy, why would I want to be patient and listen for the next Meek album?
So you saying he did fall off?
I'm saying. Well, I'm agreeing with DJ Academics commenting on this, but I agree with him.
Okay.
I'm saying that he aged out.
Okay.
Because everybody ages out. And that's what I was,
he aged out of the audience that he wants to be in. Like, people want to be
that's what I'm saying.
In that 15 through 25 range, because that's who determine what's hip or what's cool and what's the now.
But I feel like, and this is part of like going back to the J. Cole thing, is even though that's a way bigger audience that dictates what's hip, that smaller or that aged up audience, they're gonna come to your shows. They're gonna get babysitters to come, so they can come out to your shows. They're gonna purchase your merch when they come to your show. They're gonna engage with you. They're gonna come to your meet and greets. Because the younger people don't have the same attention to give.
Right.
One, not only can they afford it, or their parents is buying it for them, or they spending their financial aid money on that, but like, even though that's a smaller audience and probably a little bit of a smaller bag, it's a guaranteed bag.
I feel like the older audience also like dictate your legacy, and they determine.
True.
Like they the one who stamp if something is a classic.
Yeah.
If you like a Hall of Fame, or if you top 10 and not, ain't nobody listening to no 14-year-old kid if they tell you that young YB top 5 did a lot, like you a clown,
right?
So
and again, if he's in yours, cool. But like you said, I think.
But he's supposed to mature. He's supposed to be making music for that older,
right? Exactly.
Older thing now, and I think he has songs where he like. But I still think he mostly still trying to pop off for the younger generation. Like, bro, you're old now.
Right. And I think like there are artists like Rick Ross who do a good job of who he's aged out. But he knew he was aging out. He was old when he came in. He was mid-30s, late 30s, dropping Port of Miami. Right. So
you could still be fly you could still be fly like a Ross,
right?
But still be making music for older. Like he's still talking about his cars,
all
his
the time.
Houses and everything.
Yeah, but he does it in the way
Exactly.
That we know that the language you're using is for people in the age bracket of, the 30s and up. And,
Right.
and he leans into it. It's not like because especially a person like Ross, and especially a person like Meek Mill's already accomplished. Meek Mill has charted. Meek Mill has sold. Meek Mill has gone on shows. He's had legendary rap beefs that he's incited. Like, you've done all of the rapper checklist stuff. You don't need to lean back into trying to stay ahead of hip hop or stay ahead of rap in that way.
Proof of this aging is the whole debate of what's Philly anthem. I want to
rock. How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Dreams and Night. Well, I feel like First of all, Dreams and Night. That one, it gotta that was a hit and a top hit, but it gotta have some longevity. Right. So let's see if the kids let's see if you play that at a Sixers game on Christmas next year. Right. If everybody's still getting up there and doing their thing. Right. But I also felt like they left a couple Philly classics out that at least had to be mentioned because I've seen them play.
I've seen them do what we do.
I've seen them play the freeway, what we do. And mad people hopping up, spitting the whole
rapping to the freeway. There's no chorus in there.
Bro, exactly.
It's just three verses.
And this is at a game, bro.
Yo, first of all.
You got to throw flip side in there just because.
That's a fact.
But between those four, I think Dreams and Nightmares, the fact that people was having that debate let you know, first, the people that grew up with Dreams and Nightmares, like myself, we're older now. Right. Yep. So the people that was even challenging that was these little kids again talking about this.
And that's what I will say. Even though the younger kids dictate what's hip. Yeah. Like you said, what's the anthem? What's the legacy? That doesn't belong to them. That conversation doesn't belong to them. Nah. Well, it can't. You know what I mean? Because they might like soft rock tomorrow or something, or jazz.
They move on too quick.
And that's their prerogative. But I think for Meek Mill, I think you need to pay attention to the people that are going to sustain you, not to the people that's going to bolster you up and keep you hot. Because keeping you hot is not going to make you last all the time. And I think about, there are a lot of people, I guess I won't dive too deep in another person's career, but I think for Meek Mill, man, I don't know if, I'd like to hear Meek Mill rap over more than just old hip hop beats with trap drums, because that seems to be his bag now. Mm-hmm. That's the whole What's Free, that's the whole Uptown joint, and it's like, yo, maybe it's time, do a EP 6 songs of just boom bap beats. Again, that's a doubling down on, I'm going to do this for the older crowd. I'm going to do this for the people that really rock with me. But, trying to hop on a song with the newest who's who is, that's not going to do anything for you. You know what I mean? And also, it don't work the same. It's the same thing we was talking to Samantha about, Nicki Minaj. They don't need the cosigns no more. Yeah. Drake is even his stuff is not even really cosigns anymore as much. Yeah. Drake is Drake, but it's almost like, hey, this person popping, it just makes sense for me to do this. It's not I'm trying to usher them in. Right. It's not on no McConan stuff. It's not on no Weekend stuff. None of that. It's just it makes sense. They're on the path, so let me go ahead and link with them and then let them about their way. So I think with Meek Mill, man, he got to lean into his own career or whatever, but we'll see. Let's talk. Did we talk? No, we didn't even talk about that. Was that supposed to be number 1? Oh, no, we didn't. Top 50 rap group updates?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Actually, I'll let you introduce it.
All right. So, as we said in the last pod, Billboard is doing their top 50 hip hop groups of all time, celebrating 50 years of hip hop. Last episode, we told y'all 50 through 41.
That sounds
right.
They
now have 40 through 21. I won't be saying everybody. I will be giving highlights just to let you know, give an idea of where people land.
Yeah, let's do it.
With that being said, number 40. Yeah, let's get straight to 40 because 41 was the last one we said.
Right.
Number 40 was Onyx. Legendary. Number 38, Big Timers.
Man.
Now, I need to know who's ahead. Because Big Timers, a lot of hits there, dog.
Man, let's talk about it.
Well, 37, immediately, when I see a number like 38 with a big time with a group that I think is going to be like closer to top 20,
right,
I immediately go to what's right below it.
Right.
And the next one is 8 Ball and MJG.
Right.
Which is no disrespect because
they them.
8 Ball and MJG hard, you know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of Tennessee in my family, so you know what I mean. All respect to 8 Ball and MJG, but there's no way I'm putting 8 Ball and MJG over.
No, that's a fact. I just feel like there's
happening.
just too many. Well, let's keep going through it. I'll talk about it in a second.
So then let's see. We got at 33, we got Goody Mob. 32, we got 2 Live Crew. Hey,
well, I'm not mad at. Okay,
yeah,
so what's above?
31, 2 Live Crew. At 31, we have Boogie Down Productions.
What?
Yeah. I mean, KRS-One.
We talking about the bridges over?
Shout out KRS-One. Yes, sir.
That's crazy.
Let's see. 30 Clips. 29 Gangstar.
Oh, okay.
28 Ghetto Boys.
First of all, this Clips picture crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie.
Yo,
This
Malice.
is definitely Laura Willis.
Yo, Malice. Look, come here. What, in 02, what was you doing with these glasses on, my guy?
Trash, man.
Oh my.
Trash.
Oh man, we know you won the fashionista out the group.
28 Ghetto Boys.
Yeah.
Then we got DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Is this really a group, bro? Or is this just a rapper and his DJ, fam? Is Slick Frick and Dougie Fresh gonna be on this list? Like, what we doing, bro?
I'm concerned. I'm concerned. I have concerns. I don't know what.
Like, fam, this is what? At 27 to nothing.
26 EPMD, but yeah.
Yes. 26 EP. I thought they'd be closer to the top 22.
Yeah.
25 Hot Boys.
Crazy.
Now, I was thinking top 10 for these people.
First of all, and this little description is just kind of like crazy because they're mentioning the albums, but they're not mentioning the fact that the amount of hits from each of these people.
Exactly.
When
at the time, like Juvenile was running stuff, bro. Wayne, BG, Bling Bling, like they had number ones, bro.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna, man. And then number 24.
No, straight from Hot Boys, straight to number 24. The Diplomats, Dipset.
I just feel so bad because there's no way they were better than the Hot Boys.
Yeah. No, I would have had that. Like Dipset is my favorite group, but
100%.
I don't think they're the best group. So
yeah,
but still, 25, 24. Like this is looking like my top 10.
Right.
So here we go. 25 again. Hot Boys. 24. Dipset. 23, Sugar Hill Gang. Hey, yo.
My man right here.
Bro, they should have been 50, bro.
Yo.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yo.
What we doing?
Yo. This ain't a rap group.
No, we not doing
this
that,
is a rap
bro.
Group. They break dance.
They solely on here because of Rappers Delight, if we being honest, dog. Solely, dog. This is crazy.
Well, at this whole thing... Okay,
22 the Locks and then 21 Bone Thugs. This is the 20s had a lot of strong Bone Thugs. I feel like people make a case for top 10. The Locks top 10.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this because obviously everybody can't be top 10. But what I will say about this list,
that is true.
What I will say about this list is my top 10 is already in this list, in this people that have passed.
I feel like,
and that's what concerns me. That's what concerns me because I knew their top 50 was trash. Crazy. But if I look at like Hot Boys, Dipset,
right, Locks,
the Locks, you could throw the Clips. I don't mind the Clips being, or at least outside of the top 10, right at 11 or something.
Right.
So and it's like, here's my thing. Because in order to talk about this, I'm going to have to diss a few people. DJ, Jazzy Jeff, and the Fresh Prince.
No disrespect. I don't know if that's a group, though.
They got one song.
I don't know if I'm doing that either. They got that Nightmare on the.
No, I'm talking about Parents Just Don't Understand. I don't know no other songs.
You don't know the Nightmare on Elm Street or something like that.
Hold on, what we gotta Google it because
I'm telling you.
Hold on, DJ Jazzy Jeff. There's no way.
Yeah, bro.
A Nightmare on My Street.
Something like that.
Here we go. Is it on? Oh, is this? What are we talking? Where's it at? You're not gonna tell me that this is a group that belongs and above. Actually,
are they counting Will Smith's solo career as both of them together?
That's what they're not, according to what they say on here.
That's crazy.
But that's also, if that's influencing the decision,
right?
That's not fair as well.
Right.
Obviously, Will got slapped.
Because they was a group like in the 80s. Like,
that's what I'm saying. 80s. You can't, I don't
Will's
feel like.
solo slaps was like 90s.
I feel like when it comes to groups, you kind of got to start at the, like, or the realm of, one, you can't say Boogie Down Productions as a group.
That's why. That's down there a label.
That's a label.
It has productions.
Now, Hot Boys is an actual group that was on the label.
Imagine Cash Money being there.
That's what I'm saying. Like if we having the label conversation, that's a different conversation.
I feel like they put the TV show. Like
that's what I'm saying.
The TV show made them
There's
top 27.
Now, if we talking about groups and the group impact, you have to start with. You can start with. Matter of fact, you can say, well, who was in the first 10 was
They had a Kid and Play.
Never mind. You can say you can start at like EPMD.
Right.
Then you can go to like Gangstar. You can go to like if you're gonna go late 80s, early 90s. But let's be real, none of them 80s groups had this, like slaps like that, and that's okay. Run
DMC.
Run DMC, but who I think might be in top 20.
Yeah, I ain't seen Fat Boys yet either.
Yeah, so but like I'm saying, like we're talking about people that actually got hits. They have impacted the culture. People wanted to be like them. Like all of the sliders fit. Like none of these people have sliders. You gonna tell me that somebody was trying to be like DJ Jazzy Jeff for the Fresh Prince?
Off the TV show, I'm not seeing it off the music, bro.
There was better raps on the TV show than
stuck in the basement sitting on a tricycle.
Facts. Yo, shout out to poet De La Ghetto.
Yeah, Wu-Tang definitely number one. Now that it's getting closer, Wu-Tang, NWA, that's top 5 right there.
You know what's crazy? I like Wu-Tang a lot, but like I think the number one comes from the fact that white people like Wu-Tang.
No, come on, bro.
You know
Look at some of these. Like, no offense to a lot, nothing. But it's definitely some name. I'm like, come on, bro. Yo. Like, I hear that they can rap, but ain't nobody ever listen to these people, dog.
Right.
Nobody without a book bag on.
Yeah, my bad.
No way these people should be over Yin Yang.
That's what I'm saying.
Just playing.
Like, well,
but not playing.
Nah, because Yin Yang, look, man.
Is Cash Money going to be on this list? Now, I mean, not Cash Money, Young Money. They had Hot Boys. They had Big Timers. And with that being said, if Young Money on there, out of those 3, is Young Money better than Hot Boys?
Oh, that's a better conversation. Okay, now we get somewhere. Now we pod.
These 1, 2, 3.
Now we pod.
Rank these 1, 2, 3.
Now we pod. Okay.
Big Timers.
Ooh.
Hot Boys. Young Money. Rank them.
Okay. Let's see. Man, because we're going off of their efforts, their album efforts, not like
as a group, not solos.
As a group. Yo, let me tell you, Big Timers is just a monster, man, bro. I was with Corey. We was in Detroit, riding around the like.
Everybody get your roll on.
I think that was the one. No. It wasn't. It was everybody. Yeah, it was everybody get your roll on. Then we played another one, I think. And I was just like thinking about like, yo, they have so many like cultural slaps.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
what's impressive about it is neither one is a rapper.
No,
like, you have a producer and a label owner. Like,
and even as a rapper, Manny Fresh is he's a C average at best, right? Yeah. Like he's literally just rapping my raps. I do it Like that, and it's like over his beats, so he know the pocket that he need to go on. He know the ad libs to add around it,
Right.
And then he helping the baby do his thing because he's a lyrical disaster too. So I don't know. I just feel like they get like a handicap for me.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna go number 2, so I'm gonna go Big Timers number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, Hot Boys.
Wow. Okay.
Actually,
Young Money 3. All right.
Yeah, Young Money.
I agree,
Young Money 3. Because when I look at
they got one album as Young Money.
Right.
I mean, they got a lot of songs together, but they got one album as Young Money.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to look at this Hot Boys.
Even though they had like hits on there.
They had hits.
Trophies
and even
was
if
on
you
there.
wanna,
Bedrock was on there.
Right. And if you want to count like the Nicki, Drake, and Wayne efforts, which I don't think is fair because then you got to throw truffle butter in there. You got to throw. I'm talking about like with just them 3.
Right. Yeah.
But but again, when I think so the reason I put Hot Boys number 2, I don't know, man. And this might change tomorrow, but like I Need a Hot Girl, We on Fire,
man.
Come on,
We count Bling Bling in that.
Bling Bling. Wait, no, Bling Bling was BG.
Oh, that BG.
Which is kind of crazy because it's all of them.
Yeah.
So it's like a song. But so yeah, so I'll say just based on the sheer volume, I gotta go Big Timers because they was more current. They had they kept every single album that the Big Timers came out with. They took over like the summer.
Yeah, Big Timers was crazy, bro. That what was it? Gator Booze. What's that
That
called?
was Hood Rich album. Still Fly.
Come on, bro.
And
undeniable.
So I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, so the Big Timers. Sorry, now I'm in nostalgic. The Big Timers. What is this one? Sorry.
Big Timers getting a lot of people out of here in the verses too.
100%. First of all, they gonna perform.
Do a 10-song verses is over.
Hold on, wait. This is slapper too, though. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, no, that's crazy. No, they're definitely because they're like they're 5. Their most popular stream songs: "Still Fly,"
Yep.
"Get Your Roll On," "Number One Stunner,"
Bam.
the song I just played, "This Is How We Do," which is still a smooth one. Project B, and then they just got some hood album cuts that people play.
Yeah, man.
Nah, I wouldn't want to, cause then you got to get over that, like in a verses, cause then
they could do they solo stuff.
Right,
Birdman got
the
some
Birdman,
yeah, Manny Fresh got some solo stuff for you too, bro.
Yeah,
and that's another part when we was bringing up best albums by whack rappers. Birdman,
Birdman is first of all, Birdman might be the best. He might be the best. Worst rapper with a best discography.
5-star.
He might have the
Stunner.
best discography.
No, he might, bro.
Out of the worst
That's
rappers.
That's a fact, bro.
Cause
he got the
5-star study. Yeah.
Was it like Father Like Son?
Actually, so before that, he has. I'm trying to figure out what happened to that boy. What was that on?
Oh yeah, that's his song.
That's his song.
That's
right,
his
right.
song, yeah.
That was like.
He still got classics.
That's. He got classics, which is crazy. Okay, Get Your Shine On is him. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Get Your Shine On.
But you're right. Like Father Like Son was 06.
Actually, Baby by itself get a lot of people out of here, bro.
Yo,
he's playing number one stunner, bro.
Now we with it. Now we here with it. We're here. This is fun.
Let's go. Can
Birdman take out top 20 caliber artists in a verses?
If so,
who would it be? This is crazy, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Birdman, and I'm going straight for a top gunner. Birdman take out J. Cole.
Oh,
it is 20 songs. Birdman take out 20. J. Cole, easy. 12, 8, 11, 9. He got him.
I'm only laughing because he probably could.
I'm going straight for the top, bro. Birdman is taking him out, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Yo.
Oh my gosh.
And that's crazy.
That's insane.
That is insane, bro.
But you're right.
That is insane. He got a strong 20. Birdman got a strong 20,
Yo,
bro.
Birdman might... Okay. We here now. We here.
Bro, because he can play like We Taking Over. Like, he got a verse on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He got a strong 20, bro.
Yeah.
That's nuts, bro.
Let me. Okay. I might get more egregious with.
Don't
this
sleep
one.
on like father, like son. Yeah.
So people in his age bracket too.
Right.
I feel like he could take on Busta.
Ooh,
In a versus.
that's a lot of hits.
It'd be
Back
close.
and forth.
It'd
yeah.
be close.
Okay, I hear you.
And he would have to. It would have to be synchronized correctly. I'm
No,
not
I hear
saying
you.
it's an easy.
Yeah, depending on how they go, I'm with you.
But like,
I'm
come
with
on,
you.
man. My man literally got.
He got him.
No, if he could get Money to Blow off as a point, he might. He might edge him.
That's true. That's a fact.
Yo, if he get Money to Blow, because there's so many.
You know what? That might not even be close. He might get.
Okay, so I gotta look up this Busta thing.
Whoa, Busta got some highs though, bro.
Yeah, because he got put your hands where your eyes can see.
Yeah,
Don't you break your neck, pass it, touch it.
He got the Chris Brown joint. That verse going off. That's a point.
And he gotta get it, and he gotta get it, and I gotta fit it, and what I hit it. Yeah. But like outside of them, so that's a hot. He got a.
Yeah.
That might be a hot 10 because he got all.
He got
of them.
that his early stuff. Rah like a Dungeon Dragon.
What's the scenario? All that.
Yeah. What's the scenario? Yo.
Yeah, that'd be fun because that's a style clash completely. Like because. They're not doing the same thing in the verses.
He got some guest verses. Well, he got a Mariah Carey joint.
I feel like he was on that Never Scared remix.
Soldiers,
thugs, get it on it, man. With a gub like get on it.
Yeah, Busta's strong.
That's when the New York people didn't know how to rap over like slower tempo beats.
Right. Dang.
Oh man, that was first of all that was a great tangent.
That is.
All right, we are. What's next?
I'm gonna have to get HB take next week. See what he said.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we got throw that. Or we got to throw that in the group text. Is that Birdman? Because I think he might agree. Because Birdman was insane.
Strong, bro.
He would literally had a career that should not have existed. His career was pure momentum. Right. It was everything else was coming out of the Cash Money. So
right.
Might as well put me on Cash Money Universal and watch what I do. Like it's insane.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that was probably the story of Young Money too. It's like. Because some of them guys never came out. Lil Twist, he still tours with Wayne.
Twist. Yeah.
So is he still technically on Young Money?
Back then. What about like Jay Mills?
Jay Mills, he not on Cash Money no more.
Gutter.
Yeah, Jay Mills.
Kid, my face on everyone and poster.
That's what I'm saying. Just pure momentum got them like where they needed to be. It just. You gotta at some point you gotta take it over yourself and then do what you gotta do with it. Where are we at next? Okay, we did Meek, we did that. Are we in the sports now? I think so.
All right, let's get it.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about. Actually, is it time? All right, let's do it. You want to do WWE Minute first?
You know me. I'm always ready.
Oh, my bad.
Yo, the disrespect is crazy.
Sorry, I gotta make sure that volume right.
You're
loud in the mug. Okay.
You know what time it is? Yo, so we back again with the WWE Minute. Now what's going on? People is prepping for the Money in the Bank ladder matches. We got 6 men, 6 women competing in separate events. The winner gets the briefcase. They could challenge for a title anytime they want. My prediction is Damian Priest, holla at me. On the women's side, let's go Io Sky. What's going on? Roman Reigns, they doing it.
Yeah.
The Usos is getting them about the thing. Yeah.
Doesn't he always?
No, this beef ain't going crazy. The Civil War is slowly but surely. It's like it's a fine wine. It's aging perfectly.
Facts.
It's a slow build up.
Let's
Tim
go.
call it a telenovela.
Hey.
It's all good. Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Asuka, they setting up for a triple threat for that belt because they played my girl out of belt, but it's all good. They don't know what's going on with Mommy right now. Shout out Mommy. I got a prediction. Mommy versus Seth Rollins on Monday Night Raw for the heavyweight championship. She'll lose it, but
it's time. Man, that's a lot of stuff going on in WWE.
It is, bro.
Man, dog. I can tell you. Actually, on a separate note, what did I watch? I just watched the highlights of women's UFC. I got invited to watch it at a friend's house.
Okay.
And I didn't get to though, but I saw some highlight clips.
Yeah.
Are you in MMA at all?
Yeah, I watched
Nunes, that fight.
Oh yeah,
that was crazy.
Then she retired. Yeah, she was whooping her.
Yeah, I'm like, yo,
put
this
the beast to Shotty.
Yeah, there was one hit that I was like,
no, she a legend. You don't want to play around with her.
Why are we like? I don't know, man. I just MMA. It's like I'm in the boxing. I'm in the MMA. I haven't like boxing ever, like on a very rudimentary level or whatever. But like I've always been into it. But like I think the thing about MMA is the fights could be 5 seconds, or they could go all. I think it's 6 rounds or whatever.
Yeah,
5 rounds.
Yeah.
But like and even though the 5 second one feel like you like got cheated out of your money,
That's
it's usually in like a very distinct way.
It's still exciting, but still you like, damn.
Right.
We waited. It's midnight. We waited all this time to get here. It's like 10. That's how I felt about the Conor McGregor Jose Aldo fight.
Right.
13-second knockout. But it's all good, man. It's still entertainment.
That's a fact.
But Amanda Nunes, she nice. She the GOAT for women.
Yeah.
She hung up the booth, so shout out you, man.
Yeah, she put out. She was the person that got old girl out of here.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Officially.
Bye. Ronda Rousey.
That's your side of things.
Ronda Rousey would never make a WWE minute. They just gave her a title too. Oh, I should have. She might make it for the wrong reasons.
Right. No. Let's get into. We want to talk about John Moran first.
We might as well get the finals.
Let's get the finals over with.
Show some respect.
So Nuggets win the NBA 2023 finals to become the champions.
Yes, sir. Hey, this for y'all.
Right, facts.
Good job.
Golf clap for you.
Right.
Because here's the thing. I had them in 6 games or less against any once the Bucks lost, any team out of the East.
Well, you picked them to go to the finals.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, going to the finals regardless. Yep. And then 6 games. After that, I was like, I know it's going to be 6 games no matter who. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of talk about is this the beginning of a dynasty? Is the beginning of a, you know what I mean?
Yeah. See, in my opinion, unless the team is super young, where everybody's 25 or younger.
Right.
You gotta win 2 before you start talking that dynasty talk.
Yeah, and
they not old, but they 28, 29 ish. You're not about to talk dynasty, especially when they literally played the lowest seeds, the lowest matches of all time to get to. They played an 8 seed. They played then a 4 seed. Then they played a 7 seed. And then they played another 8 seed.
Right.
This has never been done.
Right.
No, if you play who you play, you still the champions, but we're not gonna act like they just ran some gauntlet or something. Shout out to Jokic though, because he did move up tremendously.
No, he the guy.
On my all-time rankings. He was probably in the 60s. Now he top 30 for me and probably closer to top 20.
I think his temperament is what kind of got me.
Yeah.
Because he really was yo, I'm trying to go home.
Yeah, no, for real. I think they said he lost his MVP trophy.
Yeah, he said he put it in the manager's office and then they went missing.
Yeah.
Because and it ain't out of lack of reverence. It's because clearly he cared about the game.
Right.
It's just that's the mentality you need to win multiple championships. That's why Kawhi won that championship.
I prefer people.
I was just watching some clips. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I prefer people like him and Giannis. How they talk about basketball. It's important. But we're not putting this over family and stuff.
Right.
Sometimes these people be too laser focused in.
Well,
I
was just gonna say that.
I'm just bro, that shit corny. But
yeah, I was gonna say that. That's I was just watching some clips from. I've never watched it, but The Last Dance. Yeah. And Michael.
He was an asshole.
Yeah, and it affected the longevity of the team. Sure, they won all them chips.
Yeah, but that's why.
But they haven't won a championship since.
That's why everybody broke up, and they still could have got 2, 3 more.
Right,
everybody
they had
retired
all the
early.
Yeah,
You ain't never seen a team three-peat, and they out here trying to get rid of people. You got rid of 3 Hall of Famers.
Yep.
4 if you account for the coach.
Right.
And after a 3-peat, that is crazy.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think
Kobe was that same way too, like just an asshole teammate.
Yeah.
And you ain't got to do it that way. Like people made it seem like that was the only way to do it. That ain't the only way to do it.
That's a fact. But yeah, so shout out to the Nuggets.
Shout out to Jokic.
Did they thing.
Yes, sir. They coach is crazy. I don't know if you saw the parade.
Yeah.
But this dude sounded like a rapper up there.
Yeah,
he was like, "We running that shit back." I was like, "Yo,
like you don't sit that, bro. The Henny is getting to you, my guy."
He had his hat cocked to the side too. I was like, "Yo,
they different. Them NBA guys different. Them coaches nowadays. The coaches. Speaking of, Bucks get a new coach.
Yes, sir.
My man. Wait, what's his name again?
Like Adrian Griffin.
Adrian Griffin. Yeah, who was an assistant to Toronto.
Yep.
So we had a lot of options
for the Bucks back in the day too.
Way back in the day. Yep.
Yeah.
And we brought back another. His assistant is also a prior
right.
Bucks. Prior Bucks staff. I think during the days of Kidd, Jason Kidd as the head coach. I believe. I might be wrong on that. This ain't the sports podcast. We just talk about sports.
Yeah. What's your feelings of it? You think it was the right hire?
So at first I was like, why did y'all get Nick Nurse? Then I was like, how come y'all didn't get my man who's the former Warriors coach that we talked about?
Mark Jackson.
But then I know Mark Jackson is blackballed from the league, essentially. Right. That's why.
Right.
I didn't realize that until I kind of looked back into that or whatever. I knew we were going to need a younger coach. Mm-hmm. He wasn't going to be a previous head coach. He was either going to be a very young head coach or he was going to be some new talent with some new insight. And so at first I was like, man, how come we didn't get the big ticket item? But, based on our prior conversation, I'm like, we don't need that. We're like, that's not what we need. You know what I mean? I think about like when Matt LaFleur went to the Packers, and I think like it's needed. It was necessary. Sure, you weren't gonna be able to keep all the pieces in place, but I think like you're gonna need a young assistant coach who's not stuck in their ways, and their only goal is not just to get a good record. I'm not saying that, but it's clear from the output of the playoffs every single year that past that championship, the goal isn't necessarily because it takes a lot of things, right? It's the front office, it's the management, it's the pieces you put in place. But I think the coach is going to influence a lot of that. And I think you're going to start, with Griffin, I think you're going to see a lot of unorthodox things being put in place. Griffin seemed to be, actually, I heard that Giannis, like, they cool. He was part of bringing him in and in. Yeah. And so I think that's always good when your team captain, team lead is, like, on the same page as the front office and they willing to kind of take that shot. And again, I told you, I don't think Giannis was liking Bud toward the end, bro. We saw the Instagram post. Thanks, coach, for a good time. That's stuff you say to people you all like. If somebody is in my like vicinity for like a hangout and then I don't know them like that or I don't really care about them, all right, bro, take it easy. That's it. It ain't no prolonged conversation. So I knew that Giannis was wanting to shake it up himself. I really hope that that Griffin's able to activate Crowder, because that's my biggest concern. Is like, is he trying to get out of here now? Because we also don't have all the right pieces in place. Like, as far as our starting five all the way to our bench, we don't have all the pieces, and that's my concern. Mm-hmm. So I think the coaching is fine. I think that'll be fine. I think it'll be okay. But I think I'm worried about the team, because I think we have a lot of faith in like Chris Middleton. We think that Drew Holiday is invincible, and Drew Holiday is an amazing defensive player. But by himself and being the only defensive player, he was getting cooked these playoffs by everybody. By Butler.
Jimmy Butler. And he was talking stuff while he was doing it.
Yeah, I'm like, I saw all that to say is I don't know. I think it's a good move. What do you think?
Same as you. Giannis was in those meetings. Giannis, I'm guessing, gave the go. So, and Giannis, we trust.
Right, that's a fact.
I'm more interested to hear what Giannis think of Chris Middleton.
Right.
But,
Yeah. Do you like the guy? Like, are you going to help him get out of there?
Yeah, my man, when he got surgery and stuff, like, all right, bro, all right, whatever, bro. They copping hella please after the season, but it's hey, we gonna see how it go. I'm not mad at it. It's funny. I had the same thought process. It was first Nick Nurse, and then I like Mark Jackson,
Right.
but I know it's other stuff that's going on behind the scenes with that.
Right.
But yeah, I'm fine with it. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Bucks and 6.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into
gang violence time. We off of sports and then the gang violence.
Gang. That new Jack Harlow song. Gang. Speaking of Ja Morant, suspended for 25 games.
Yes.
Adam Silver just delivered the news, which is kind of crazy because during the playoffs he said, "Yo, I don't really want to say a whole lot because it's kind of nuts, and I don't really want to take away from what's going on here."
Yeah.
And then he just give him a 25-game suspension.
Yeah.
Which, how do you feel about the 25-game suspension with Ja Morant? Do you feel like it was fair? Do you feel like
it was unfair?
You think he should have got suspended at all?
No. Bro, like, this is what I don't get. In NBA, I get the whole, because they spend him for a contract. I mean, I forgot what it was called, but basically conduct detrimental to the league, right? I just don't understand how, like, showing a gun. Yeah. I get it. It's wild, it's childish, but I don't see how that is like 25 games. Like,
right.
As I'm saying, he wasn't doing nothing illegal with it.
Yeah.
It ain't like he pointed it at somebody. Like, what he did was stupid and dumb, and I don't think he should have did it. But it's mad stuff that you shouldn't do that's not illegal. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, y'all done gave out less suspensions for, like, physical harm being done.
Right.
People spitting on fans. Like,
yeah.
So, like,
right, literally.
I just don't understand the whole 25 game. That's a quarter of the season, more than a quarter of the season. But I guess this way you nip it in the bud. I think he gonna miss out on close to $8 million.
Yeah.
So that's gonna
and
hurt.
Also they're definitely not gonna make it out of the West now.
No, I mean that camaraderie, all that stuff, that take away from it. That's the reason why they didn't go as far now.
Right.
I mean, this year, like, they went, Western Conference Finals?
The first round, right?
Or they got out in the second round last year. This year, they was
out. Right. It was right out the first round by the Lakers.
Crazy. They supposed to be on the rise.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's a lesson. As long as he learned from this, it's still early in his career.
Yeah, I feel like he needs to be out of Memphis. He needs to be on a different team. He would probably do great on the East Coast team. Or even the Hawks or something like that if you wanna stay in that kind of like environment or whatever. But like I think he needed to be out of Memphis. That's not gonna be a good look. They could trade him away. He's still a valuable player. He's still the face of the. He still wanted the face of the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I mean he dropped some shoes and they sold out. So the fans still like him, but he still got a slippery slopes could happen. Like these type of events usually lead to bigger thing. I think that's why they just want to stop it now. And I think they using him as okay, let's just show this for the next group of people coming up. Because people actually think what he was doing was cool and like, bro, that is lame.
Right, yeah. I don't think that. I think the problem with him is the repeat behavior. You're right. If he did it one time or two times,
right, yeah.
I'm not really I don't think you should get a game suspension because, like you said, it affects your dollars. It affects your bottom line. And sure, like these people have endorsements and stuff like that, but they're not. They're tied together.
Right.
You know, you have something like this happen, you get suspended or you hit the headlines, you lose game dollars, your bonus dollars that you get for hitting a certain amount of shots, doing a certain amount. You know how that go. And you lose your endorsements because of how you look to them. Right. And so I think I don't want nobody money to be affected, but at the same time,
this is an age. This is almost, if this dude was a 50-year-old Caucasian male with a hunting rifle flashing it, are we having this suspension? No.
Right.
It's really all optics. You see a 24-year-old black male with dreads with a gun, and it's like, oh, we thinking the worst case scenario.
Right.
But it's all good. Like I said, what he was doing was dumb and it was lame. It was corny as hell. But just know why you got to show it is all I'm saying. Like,
I think, or why is it on camera?
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, like I said, the friend is a goofy, and now 100%. See they don't even follow each other no more. The friend is a goofy.
Because
John Morant do better, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. Let's get into what we watching because I do have a show that's very exciting, but I'll let you go first.
All right, sweet. I'm just gonna run them down.
Or even what you listen to.
What I'm really watching, I'm not listening to anything. I will forever, always only be listening to 2000 to 2012 hits. But I'm watching Cam and Mace.
What do you think? Okay, what do you think about it now? Because I was mixed on it at first. Because I felt like it was linear at first.
The only reason why I don't say that we got the best podcast out is because of their show. Like, they have the best show, hands down, and I'm so happy it's good because Cam influenced us. So much. This show don't exist without Cam.
1,000%.
So shout out to them. They had Stephen A on there. They just had Brandon Marshall. Like those are big names. I'm so happy.
Those are my favorites so far.
Yeah, and I'm happy that they stayed in. I think they need to hold back. Sometimes they be saying some stuff. I know they not cancelable, but still sometimes they be saying stuff. But still it's all good. Stay true to what you said. Don't fumble the bag. I think that show is destined for greatness. I don't know what they're gonna do in the off seasons, but it's still good. I watched Guardians of the Galaxy.
What do you think of it?
Fire.
Yeah.
It was the best comic book movie I've seen since Endgame.
Nice.
Which was before that I had Shang-Chi, and then I saw Across the Spider-Verse a week later. That is the best comic book movie I've seen since. Guardians lasted a week. Across the Spider-Verse. First of all, it's the best Spider-Man movie of all time. It's the best comic book movie since Endgame, and it is the best multiversal movie.
Yeah,
hands down. It is. I don't know how they doing it because they are terrible at making live action Spider-Man movies. Yep. I ain't gonna say terrible, but they're not that great at it.
Yep.
It's heat, bro. It's just so fire, bro. I'm so happy.
Yeah, I feel bad because I'm not gonna be able to see it until it hit Minute or whatever. I really wanted to go to movies to see it, but then a bunch of stuff happened, and I'm not gonna be able to see it this next week, which kind of sucked too. Then they start doing 10 o'clock showing or whatever.
That's how it goes. The time start getting all crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, dog, that's trash.
They start showing it twice in a day.
Right. I was hoping to see it premiere week, but then stuff happened. But
same. I went to go see it because I didn't want to get spoiled.
Yeah. I still haven't.
And
that's why I've been somebody try to do a review or whatever. Okay, cool. All right. Just got a little time marker because, of course, you got to be home by 4.
Yeah.
But, all right. Anything else you watching or reading?
I'm watching. Nah. I did see one. I saw Shazam, the second Shazam, and that was good. It was all right. It wasn't better than the first one. It was all right. You know me. I only go to the movies for comic movies or something that my daughter want to watch. So
right.
Everything else I could wait till it's on.
Right, it's on Disney
Max or HBO Plus, whatever.
Facts.
But what you watching, man?
I got Silo, Apple TV. Okay. Amazing.
Okay.
Dystopian joint. Everybody gets put in a silo past for 140 years. They don't know what's happened before.
Okay.
And they're told that the outside world is sickly, it's not well, this, that, and the third, until some people start finding some chinks in the armor and start thinking they've been lied to about what's on the outside world. Mind you, it's 10,000 people in a silo. It's like a whole world.
Yeah.
And so it's like
what they got for as far as vegetation or whatever.
Oh, so it's like a whole world. So they have they have a park in there. Okay. They have all this different stuff. But they have these
hunting each other or whatever. Okay.
But it's separated by these 3 levels. It's like the uppers, the mid-level people, and then the down below people. You can imagine the
dynamics.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's a really good show.
Is Jason Momoa up in this?
No.
Okay.
Common's in there. And he is good.
I just watched Smoking Aces last night.
That's
so
funny. That's funny. That's funny. But Common's good in there.
Yeah.
There's a couple other people in there. Rashida Jones is in the first episode.
Oh, these my type of people. Okay.
And it's a really good. I'm telling you, it's a really good show. If you got Apple TV, definitely watch it. What else to watch? Listen to Killer Mike, obviously.
Yeah.
We watched. Dang, we binged something else. Dang, I don't remember offhand. But definitely that Silo show is like something that it come out of, it's the weekly drop. So we come out every Friday. But as far as me, I'm an anime person, so I got some anime coming out that I'm watching. I don't get to talk about it 100% on my other pod or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but it's Bleach is coming out.
Yeah, you got this shirt on?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Bleach coming out in July. Black Clover movie dropped. It's gonna be dope. Jujutsu Kaisen, which is also a popular one, is also coming out with season 3. I still got to catch up on that or whatever. I got some leave early, work from home days, so I'll be working and then watching anime at the same time. But it's dope because I haven't watched anime in a really long time. Just real life been happening. But so those are definitely the things I've been watching. But yeah, man, dope show. Y'all, if y'all like this, like it, watch, subscribe, share, comment.
Yes, sir.
Really just watch it all the way through and then watch another one of our joints. We just had a Kanye deep dive podcast that just dropped.
Yes, sir.
I dropped it in 3 parts. The third part is actually dropping tomorrow. Should have dropped today. Okay. Sorry, guys. But the whole audio is on our audio podcast, and you actually can hear the music and the clips in there, like unedited. Check that out if you're trying to get from here to Monday or whatever until you hear this pod. We appreciate y'all checking us out and really appreciate y'all watching our shorts, all our Instagram clips, our Facebook stuff. We super duper appreciate it. But y'all know what it is. Stay smooth. Peace. It's the
Takeover.